Here's a complete Scar critical hit plus shrapnel PvE build guide for one's human, focused on maximizing crit damage, status application, and shrapnel explosions to melt mobs and elites fast. Ideal for players who want burst out and single target DPS from a single. The SCAR is a versatile auto rifle with high rate of fire, good accuracy, and stability. It excels in medium to close range PvE engagements. To make it effective in PvE, focus on status effects, elemental damage, and stability mods. Weapon: Scar Assault Rifle, high fire rate plus accuracy. Perfect synergy with crit-focused mods and shrapnel splash. Melts mobs and elites with explosive crit hits, core build strategy. Combine high crit chance plus shrapnel out plus elemental dot for massive burst in PvE. Mod setup: 1. Main damage mod. Shrapnel rounds converts bullets into mini explosions on impact. Deals AoE damage great for clearing crowds. Scales with status plus elemental plus crit. 2. Critical hit mods. Mod name effect. Critical trigger increases crit chance per shot. Precise burst boosts CR. Focus your weapon calibration on. Stat target value, crit rate plus 15% or higher. Crit damage plus 40% or more. Status effect damage plus 10 to 20%. A radius plus 10% for shrapnel explosions. Recoil minus 10 to 15% for smoother burst fire. Open fights by targeting clustered enemies for instant-now spread. Focus on headshots, weak spots for crit chance. Shred bosses with corrosion plus crit burst. Switch elemental shrapnel depending on zone resistance. Weapon mods. Shrapnel rounds plus acid shrapnel plus critical trigger plus precise burst calibration. 15% crit rate plus 40% crit damage plus 10% a radius plus 10% status. Deviation. Demolition surge best synergy for outcrit plus status. Armor focus, status damage plus weak spot plus reload speed.
Dr. Mannheim used samples on me, but the one I truly want. If you won't give me what I want, you're of no use. Or perhaps you are. But the one I choose, if you won't give me what I want, what the...
Don't allow intruders in my laboratory! My data, my samples, my research, you